We are in a 13th century Dominican monastery church. And thanks to the French Revolution and the French occupation of Maastricht in those days, the Dominicans had to leave town, and this church then became a horse stable for the French cavalry. So know where you are. And I can tell you that since then, the building has had many functions. And just before we came here, it was a bicycle garage for the city of Maastricht. And we have here the former mayor of Maastricht, Mr. Leers, and his wife. Welcome.
Ik wil graag deze award uitreiken aan doctorandus Nicoline Korthagen. Als deze mevrouw graag deze kant in zou willen komen. Nicoline, wij kennen elkaar helaas niet. Maar neem u weg dat ik het een hele eer vind om deze prijs uit te reiken namens de vereniging, namens de Loopfietsvereniging.
This is an award on behalf of the Fibrosis Society I mentioned before, and you were awarded on behalf of your excellent study in pulmonary fibrosis in the Netherlands, and I congratulate you with it.
Dankjewel. Wij hebben een prijs beschikbaar gesteld voor je onderzoek. Nogmaals, ik ga het heel kort houden. Ik wil je heel veel succes wensen in je verder onderzoek en je van harte feliciteren met deze prijs. Voor u geldt hetzelfde eigenlijk een klein beetje. U merkt waarschijnlijk dat het voor mij vreemd is om zoiets soortgelijks uit te reiken. Het is voor mij de eerste keer, dus ook heel erg spannend. Ook voor u hebben we een prijs met daarbij behorende een certificaat. Die wil ik u bij deze overhandigen. En natuurlijk hoort daar ook een hele mooie iPad bij.
This was the prize on behalf of the Sarcoidosis Society, Patient Society in the Netherlands, and well, he explained that for him it was the first time, but also for Remy it's the first time that he get an award. So I don't have to explain that, and he is also an iPad.
Thank you very much.
Research and education and involvement with patients with a number of important lung diseases, particularly sarcoidosis. I'm really not speaking to all of you all who are in the group, but to others who are busy. And so in the course of this program, it's very important to do research and to report on it. And for all of us, and I'm in this generation with more elderly people, it's very important to recognize people who are early on in the career and really who will be the future of really explaining things and bringing to light the cause and some of the things that are very important to a number of important diseases. And obviously, diseases of the lung, sarcoidosis in particular, are the focus of this particularly symposium and group that we're with. So this is an award for a preliminary, sort of an abstract award that is awarded by the Foundation of Sarcoidosis Research, which is in the US, and concomitantly with the Interstitial Care Foundation here in Maastricht. And this is for excellence in sarcoidosis research. I'm going to tell you about it in just about a second, but that will reveal so that the people who are going to get the award can start kind of walking to the front. So we're going to honor people who have looked at that, and so I'd like to have Dr. Oswald-Richter from Vanderbilt University in the States, Nashville, Tennessee, to come forward. And
thank you. Well, I'm I'm very excited about my research, and it's been something that for the last couple of years we've been interested in. First we were interested in CD4 T cells, and then we had the opportunity to really look at some data and see that CD8 T cells also were affected. And there was dysfunction in this population, which we believe leads to the sarcoidosis progression, disease progression, and granuloma formation, and probably overall just disease outcome. If you have a good CD8 cell response early on, we believe disease resolution occurs, and for those who have a poor CD8 T cell response, there is disease progression. So we're trying to better understand this and hopefully in the long run target therapies to this population. Thank you very much.
So we had a great time. We shared the oral presentations, and what was particularly telling was the young dudes, a lot of young people giving great scientific presentations, and we had an enormously difficult time in choosing a winner because the quality was so good.
Yeah, definitely.
But we deliberated, we consulted, and eventually we decided that the winner was
Dr. Rick Marcellus.
Yay! You get a thing.
You get a box.
Does he get a box?
Yes.
He gets a box. And you know what's in the box? It is
An iPad.
Well done. Great job.
I only can say it's also a great pleasure for me to be here. I think this is a unique meeting for three reasons first. The first, in the Netherlands. The second, I see now more young researchers than ever in the last 20 years or so. So obviously we made the move from an old senior society with grey hairs now to the fresh young blood, and that's really moving to see that. And I think it's also due to the spirit of Maastricht, who really managed to stimulate people to come here to Maastricht. And the third unique thing is that it's in a Gothic cathedral, this event of the 13th century. I think we never have been in such an old place before. We have been at beautiful places. If I look back, that was really something special for the WASOGBAL Congress, that we always look at spectacular places. I remember in LA, we were in an old house of a rich American baron who made his money in the American railway business, and it was over the hills of LA, a fantastic family mansion. I remember, for instance, the place in Val Dunes where we are 2 years ago, on the Atlantic Ocean, a fantastic atmosphere, very Greece, in Athens, in the Mediterranean surroundings, and now we are here in this unique place. This is all the effort of Marion, and I think Marion, you did really a great job, and not to forget Marion, of course, you both together, and now we